looking at Mario Party 9 for the Nintendo Wii. That's a combination of several games you can tackle on your own or with other players. There's a great deal of entertainment provided on one single disc, and it's put together in such a way that it's hard to get bored. As you'd expect, you can select Mario as your main character, but you can also select others such as Wario, Luigi and Princess Peach. There are lots of characters you can choose, but all of them have abilities that are pretty much identical. The game's presented as well as other games starring the famous plumber, such as Super Mario Galaxy. Although Mario Party 9 isn't strictly a platform game, you'll feel you're on familiar ground due to the style of the presentation. The single player game consists of 6 different stages, and each one is presented in a similar fashion to a board game. You ride on different vehicles with up to 3 computer control players, and you'll take turns at the controls. You don't control the vehicle manually as such, since where you end up is determined by the roll of a dice. In many cases, the hazards and bonuses the vehicle lands on will affect the person who's at the controls, who's also known as the captain. If the captain lands on mini stars after their spin of the dice, then they'll be the only one to pick them up. If the vehicle lands on a hazard that robs mini stars, then they'll be drained from the captain's supply. If you or one of the other characters in your vehicle land on the right spot, you'll start one of the mini games. In one game you'll have a race at sprinkling toppings on a pizza. In another game you'll race around a track using a snowmobile.
Start!
Rather than risking your stars by wading into an unfamiliar game, you're given the option to practice first. You can practice minigames as many times as you want, but when you play for real, you'll only get one chance to win. In most of the minigames, it's every man for himself, and your goal will be to come away with the most stars. In other minigames, your rivals take you on as a team, but if you manage to win, you'll usually win big. Every stage contains 2 bosses, and you'll take them on as a party, but you can gain extra stars by starting the fight. You'll also win bonus stars during boss fights by being the player that lands the finishing blow.
Finish!
Players who gain lots of stars need to look out for Bowser, as he shows up regularly just to throw a spanner in the works. When Bowser appears, he can modify the map, and this can completely turn the tables in terms of who has the most stars. It's difficult for any single player to dominate in Mario Party 9, as how well you do is often determined by sheer luck. Thankfully you'll discover special dice along the way, and these can tip the odds on where you land in your favour. Dice are also part of the minigames, which is one of the reasons why a casual gamer has a strong chance at beating an expert. Although there's no online play, you can take on the challenges with up to 3 other players. Some of the minigames use motion controls, and you'll need to play with the remote pointing towards your screen. During other minigames you'll hold the Wii remote sideways and control your character with a directional pad. You don't need a nunchuck to play, and for the most part the controls are straightforward and easy to learn. Mario Party 9 manages to keep you so well engaged as it regularly presents you with different challenges. Even after you've finished, you'll have reason to come back, since you won't see every available game during a single playthrough. Altogether, it will probably take you 10 or 12 hours to complete the solo campaign, but you'll still find more to do. In the extras section, you'll find a handful of larger minigames, such as Goomba Bowling, Castle Clear Out and Shell Soccer. Including the free-for-alls and boss fights, there's more than 75 different minigames to play, and once you've completed the solo campaign there's more. Points earned in the single player game can be spent at the museum, where there's lots of bonuses that you can unlock. Please don't forget to subscribe, and be sure to check out theprotagonist.org for the full written review. If you want a game suitable for the whole family that's got bags of variety, then Mario Party 9 is a good choice.